Hello and welcome to the FullTime15 Podcast, episode 27. We're racking up the numbers now, and we're actually previewing game week 14, midweek fixtures this week, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, some wonderful clashes that we're going to be going through today. And as always, I am joined by my co-host Robin. How are you doing, sir?
Brilliant. Doing brilliantly. Thank you very much. It's this just replaces the Champions League midweek. Actually, for me, this is as good for me. And even goes into the Thursday as well, as you said. So, I mean, we just wrapped up the weekend games, and we're having the Monday preparing for Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then the weekend is coming up again. So, amazing if you're into Premier League football, which we are obviously.
Sickening if you're not enjoying our company, or or if we're not enjoying each other's company either, to be fair. Seeing you a lot more than yes. Yes, to put it mildly.
How are you doing?
Oh, well, listen, thanks for asking, mate. I'm glad you asked for a change. Thank you. I'm doing well. Doing good.
Okay, life story. Go on.
Where are we starting, mate? Where are we starting? Let's jump right into it today. As you said, mate, it's we had one yesterday reviewing the weekend's games, and then we're straight back into it midweek, which is golden. But where are we starting today?
Bournemouth,
down on the south coast.
Yeah, exactly. Bournemouth taking on Everton on Tuesday at 8:30 Swedish time. And I've actually looked up the weather for each and every single game here now. I don't know how and why that became a thing, but yeah. Anyway, so it looks like it's going to be no precipitation. Actually, quite windy though. So
I feel like it's always windy down there. You mentioned at one point.
Exactly.
So it must be the way their stadium is, mate.
Yeah, exactly. Like a blowhole. 8 degrees. It looks like it's gonna be wet, No precipitation, windy, obviously, at the Vitality Stadium.
Brilliant.
Bournemouth Common, has been travelling down from Sunderland now. Just came back, and that was a hard fought, game at Sunderland. And I have a little note here saying, how are their legs? Might be heavy legs for them. Don't you think? Stop thinking about blowholes.
I was initially, and then when you said I've got a little note here, though you'd been given a note by like Areola or something saying we're tired. Let them know we're tired.
Fantastic imagination.
I do, mate. Sorry.
Can you imagine if that was like I have like a inn there somewhere?
Well, if you do, mate, you've kept that very fucking quiet. So I respect the privacy that you keep. But
yeah, being paid on a fucking payroll from Irola, mate. So.
Bournemouth, Everton, first game. Windy. Is it windy and tired? That's your analysis of this one.
No. I've got a lot more. I'm just asking you. Do you think that will be? Do you think that will be? Do you think you should take that into account? Because they play like 110 minutes something, 100 minutes.
Yes. No. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah. Brilliant. No. Absolutely. It's definitely going to be an issue for them. Obviously, Everton had a game against Newcastle in the late Saturday night game, which was
horrendous display from Everton. Yeah, and so I don't think it's going to be as bad here, and they need to step up.
Are you expecting a reaction then?
Not really. It's just not going to be as bad as 4-1. Like a three goal margin, I don't think it's going to be like it. But it will, for me, I predict like a 1-0, 2-0 maybe for Bournemouth. But that being said, they've got from the Sunderland game, Senesi, Cook, and Brooks are definitely out.
And
for them.
no,
Bournemouth on 19 points, Everton on 18.
Yeah, very close to the table. Very close to the table. Separated by a single goal in goal difference. Bournemouth no win in 4.
Yeah, exactly. But now they play at home, and they are a different side at home. It feels like, but still not very, very impressed, And taking the tired legs, I think, taking that into account, playing probably a hard, a very physical Everton side there with Senesi, Cook, and Brooks out. I don't know. But maybe that is a blessing in disguise as well, because then other people can come in and try and sort of, people who are knocking on the door, for the starting 11. So,
yeah, I'm just looking at their squad now. I think Senesi being out is a huge blow for them. To be honest, it's
one of them. I think just one of them was a start at Sunderland. I think just one of those 3 players were in the starting 11 for Bournemouth at Sunderland.
I think, yeah, but also I think you can make a case that Brooks is a starter, obviously depending upon the form of Kluivert, Semenyo, Tavernier, etc. But yeah, Brooks is a big player for them as well. So 2 big misses for them. But Semenyo, like you say, is back. He was obviously back for Sunderland, but he missed the game before. So get back up to speed. This is a tough one. This is a tough one, mate.
It is a tough one.
I don't know whether to go with like a 1-1. I agree with you. I think Everton will be tight. I think Everton will keep things very solid. And if they do lose, it will be 1-0, 2-1. It'll be a close game. Very seldom does a David Moyes team get pumped and then continue, in that vein. So, shit, I don't know what to do.
I predict my prediction says 2-0.
You got 2-0.
But that is still a step forward for Everton from the Newcastle game, because I don't know what the fuck happened there, but
yeah,
it can't be as bad now.
I will go no, exactly. Listen, I'll go 1-1.
Lovely. Moving on then to Fulham, Manchester City. Also kicking off at the same time, Tuesday 8:30 if you're in Sweden. By then, we've got an informed Fulham against Manchester City, who needs to sharpen their focus a little bit. They've been sloppy in the last 3 games. So they need to step up as well.
Yep. Yeah.
Manchester City just 5 points behind Arsenal now, and at the same time, Fulham want to keep momentum and catch up on the trying to be in that mix for the European places. So It's interesting there. Playing under clear skies here, 7 to 8 degrees Celsius in London. Very good.
What's the temperature?
Like good.
What's the temperature?
7 to 8.
7 to 8. So crisp, not too cold, but a crisp evening.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. It's like you say, if a win for Fulham puts them right back in the mix, because the table is so congested from 15th.
Yeah, exactly. It's a good time to play Manchester City, if you can even say that, if that makes any sense. for Fulham, because now they are on back-to-back wins now. Fulham and Manchester City are struggling just a little bit. So I feel that Manchester City will probably concede at least. It's just about how many they will score.
Yeah, and again, Haaland had a bit of an off day for himself. Didn't score, obviously, at the weekend. Didn't score midweek when he obviously played 30 minutes or whatever it was against Leverkusen as a second half sub. So maybe he's primed and ready to break that mini drought, which is mental to say.
That's just how fucking good he is.
That's how good, exactly. That's a compliment more than anything. But yeah, I think City win this one. I think
for
all the good work Fulham did, at Tottenham, it was very much so a case of Tottenham were just poor. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but it's still but for a team like Fulham, no offense, it doesn't really matter if Tottenham were having an off day, because it's still a win for Fulham away at Tottenham, and that's quite big for them, actually.
Yeah. No, so, I don't discount. I don't disagree with that sentiment. I just think
that confidence going into Manchester City game, at home as well. I feel.
Do you feel strongly enough to be saying that there's going to be an upset here then in this one?
Yeah, it's a 1-1 for me.
It's a 1-1 for you. Okay.
Unless Bassett does something really fucked up that he tends to do.
It's funny that you mentioned Calvin Bassett as a fucking geezer who will do something stupid, because he's the one player I do not trust whatsoever. And he's liable to do something like that. So.
First time I was on the team sheet there for Silva. Anyway, 1-1 for me. What do you reckon?
2-0 City for me.
Okay, so you're not trusting Smith Rowe or Iwobi to score, maybe, or?
No, not at all, mate. Don't trust them to do anything since they left Arsenal.
Okay.
Didn't trust them to do anything when they were at Arsenal either, to be fair. No, that's a joke. I love Smith Rowe. Iwobi, he's turned. To be fair to Iwobi, he's turned into a lovely player since he left Arsenal. He was an okay player for Arsenal.
Yeah.
Wasn't special.
I think you're forgetting a little bit here, because he wasn't good. In last year or so.
That's what I just said.
He was an okay player. You said no, he wasn't.
You're digging. You're sticking a knife in, mate.
No, just remember it. Just
vividly.
Oh yeah. Anyway.
Okay.
Anyway, discussion for another podcast another time. Moving on then to Newcastle Tottenham, mate. That is also on the Tuesday, kicking off though at 9:15 if you're in Sweden.
Beautiful. I'll be watching that one.
Yeah, me too. It's one of those games, I think, where you go up to St James's Park, and it could be a very hostile environment for the visitors. Under the floodlights as well. It's it's interesting.
Yeah, and again, it's very
clear
similar.
skies, somewhat windy. It looks like 6 degrees Celsius. Yeah, good night for football.
Fantastic, man. I'm glad you dipped in with that weather forecast there. As always, we have to stress, mate, these are forecasts and weather can change. So do not hold us accountable if it's pissing down with snow and you've prepared no fucking coat or anything.
Whether it changes or not, it's they will still play.
Oh, that's it.
Shoehorn. Yeah. Okay.
Clutching there massively, mate. But yeah, very similar story to what you just said about Fulham in terms of Newcastle's position, a point ahead of Fulham. A win here puts them back into the mix of the European places, the higher echelons of the Premier League, start looking upwards instead of fucking downwards. Getting onto a bit of rhythm as well. Obviously coming off the back of their big 4-1 win at Everton.
Yeah,
I see them doing bits in this game. I see them winning this game fairly comfortably as well. I think there's a massive issue
yeah.
with
Me too.
Spurs
Me
right
too.
now.
It
There's
is.
there's all kinds of issues with the fan base.
Mm.
Players making statements about the fan base. Players arguing with other players about clapping the fan base as they're going off the field. It's not good at Spurs right now. And Thomas Frank's got a
No.
massive job on his hands to, one, get everyone together, get the fans back
Yeah.
on side, but two, for his own sake, his own job,
Quite different.
and
Yeah.
three, this could go very horribly wrong very quickly for Spurs because they're now down in 12th, and a couple Newcastle win. If Everton pick up a point, if Fulham can get something, they're suddenly looking at themselves again, 15th, 16th in the Premier League like last season. And at what point do they become a team that's in that bottom half? Sustainable.
I
Do you know
I
what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. And I don't think sacking Prague will be the way to go. We spoke about that in the last podcast. That you need to trust the process. And just trying to get that consistency within the staff. Just to change the players really. They're not good enough.
Sorry to cut you off. Something just came into my mind very quickly. We touched upon it previously about Arteta's like the benchmark or the yardstick for new managers to come in. But I think one thing that Arteta did very well when he first came in, he said there will be days where things aren't good. There will be times or games where we get beat and it's not looking good, and there will be hard times to come. I think he laid the groundwork there initially so that people understood that it wasn't going to be smooth sailing. And obviously Frank's in a similar situation now where he started well. People are, enjoying his football.
It's inevitable, really.
Exactly. And this is where you've got to stick with him and get through that. Listen, there's certainly personnel changes in that Tottenham team that they need to move away from and players they need to get rid of and bring new players in, of course. And there's something in the fan base that needs to change because he's not the first manager who's questioned them as a fan base. Postecoglou
exactly.
is at
But
odds.
they are supposed to be supporters, and if he's falling, he needs support, physical support. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that is what support does for me. Genuine, real support. Actually. Yeah. So
no, exactly. It's
you need to support.
Yeah, I know it's difficult too as well, but I'm from that cloth as well, where you have to support. If you're going to the game, you support the team for 90 minutes, regardless of what happens. Do you know what I mean? In getting that result, so booing any of your own players for that is ridiculous. And as an Arsenal fan, I remember vividly the Granit Xhaka incident years gone by, and that was horrendous from my point of view, from every Arsenal fan that booed him. And yes, they've got their own reasons why they did it. And yes, Xhaka did what he did. But it's still, you have to support the players regardless, in my opinion. You can voice your disgust after the game. Stay 5-10 minutes after singing and chanting and fucking, booing them off and whatever. But during the game...
But there's also a little bit about, that's what football is about, really, emotion as well. Sometimes
it certainly is, but at the same time, you have to control that emotion.
Yeah, exactly. What I was going to say. Yeah,
you need to channel it in a positive way to help the team. And if you can't do that, then just go fucking batshit crazy at the opposition to let it out. Anyway,
right, so Newcastle Tottenham. Then what do you predict?
More misery, to be honest, but 3-0 Newcastle.
I knew it. I knew you were going to say that. Seriously, I've got that as well. He's going. Okay, so he thinks it's going to be like a battering from Newcastle. Okay, he's going to go 3-0. He's going to go 3-0.
So why the fuck did you ask me?
Yeah, because I just told you. Tell you. Yeah. So anyway, 3-0 for me as well.
3-0 as well. Perfect.
Yeah. Moving on then, shall we, to the Wednesday 8:30 kickoff as well?
Uh,
Yep, not yet apparently.
just one moment. I forgot to mention at the start of the podcast our previous results because we didn't actually mention it in the review of our predictions.
No, yeah.
I've got here. So
Okay.
very quickly, we got between us, we got 2 correct scores. Finished 8.5 points to 2 points in my favour this week. So that's 3-1 overall. But I think what we're going to start doing is actually putting a small bet on each correct score, just to see what we can do.
Yeah, I would like to put a bet on a correct score. That would be lovely.
Honestly, though, it's every week we've got at least 2 correct between us. So it makes a lot of sense because there's massive odds on some of these. The correct ones are usually not the favourable results. To be honest, it's the 2-1 Fulhams. It's the 1-1 Wolves or whatever it was. It's out there. So anyway, moving on to the Arsenal Brentford game Wednesday.
Oh yeah, the 8:30 kickoff as well. 4 degrees Celsius, more or less clear skies. It looks like in London. Fantastic Wednesday evening.
That's what I want to hear, mate.
First, initial thoughts that for me were that. Do you think it's a relief for Arsenal coming out from these 3 massive games that they had? Tottenham, Bayern Munich, and now Chelsea. Do you think? Do you think that will? Maybe they are going into this game with, I don't know, it's going to be more free flowing, maybe not as much of a chess game that it has been, at least against Bayern Munich and Chelsea. And yeah.
Yes.
And also, do you think it's beneficial for Arsenal now to play after Manchester City, knowing their results?
First, I think once the dust has settled on yesterday's game and when they look back to the week, if you had said to Arsenal before the start of the week, you're going to get 2 wins and a draw in these 2 games, they would have said, in my opinion, I want the 2 wins to come against Spurs and Chelsea and draw the Bayern Munich game. So not optimal, but when they look back on it, I think they'll be very, very happy with the way the week has gone. Obviously, in the light of Chelsea having 10 men for the longest time and a poor performance we had, they'll be disappointed. But in the grand scheme of things, we didn't get beat. They didn't close a gap on us. If we consider them a true title challenger, they're still 6 points off us. I think we've got through that hard, intense. North London derby is so intense. Bayern Munich in the Champions League, it was built up to be the best 2 teams in Europe. Obviously PSG are in that bracket as well, playing against each other. Then we had Chelsea, who bigged this game up to absolute buggery in the week. That was going to be war, and it was a real physical, intense battle. So the game on Wednesday night is something of, I think it'll be a bit of rotation. I think hopefully it'll be one of those games where you say a bit more free flowing, a bit more. There's a team coming up that's going to get a whooping. Basically, is where I'm getting at. When it all clicks, it all falls into place, and I can possibly see it being on Wednesday night. A few changes, bringing in a few fresh legs, changing it up a little bit. Maybe Ødegaard starting. Maybe Gyökeres gets a chance from the start.
Yeah, probably. I can't see Gyökeres not starting, actually. He was so close of scoring that header as well. So I think for him personally, I think he feels that he actually did create. He made a change. Something happened when he came on, and with those 2 chances that he had, actually, I think he feels good. going into the Brentford game at home as well. Just doing that, Emirates comeback. Is really fucking up for it, I think. But then, Brentford, they are still surprised fans this season a little bit. Thiago, bloody in form, isn't he?
Yes.
So if you can just stop him, though, there's a lot to be won there.
He is a question mark about the game, to be fair. He is a doubt for the game.
How come?
I read earlier. I'm not sure the reasons have been specified yet, but I think the press conference is either today or tomorrow for Andrews.
Speaking of that, do you believe that Saliba might be back? Because
I don't think Saliba will be back. Yeah, see, Flash Score have got Thiago down as a questionable now as well.
Okay.
That wasn't like that earlier, so I saw it from a different source. But I don't know if Saliba will be back, but it'll be massive if he is back because, as we mentioned before, Coyote's got an unbelievable long throw, which is very, very dangerous for Brentford. So having him back, not necessarily for his, aerial prowess and presence, but his organisational,
experience that he has.
Experience.
You see that with the centre back pairing that we had away at Chelsea. Now you could just see that they obviously haven't gelled as much together as Gabriel and Saliba, and you can see that especially. I think especially with the long balls, and in the build-up play, there were a few times where Martinelli went on, just went on, this Martinelli sprint that he does. He didn't get the ball though. He would have, Saliba, Gabriel would have just crossed it. And I don't know. So it's that I missed that in the build-up a little bit. So.
Yeah.
Anyway,
very quickly to touch upon that as well. There was I'd love to quote whoever it was. I can't remember who said it, but Saliba obviously got an injury in the training session the day before the game, and obviously the way Arteta had been building up to the game, he had been specific instructions for the back four. They were obviously doing whatever they're doing. Saliba had his position, playing however he's supposed to play. And then you expect him to bring in Mosquera or Hincapié, whoever was the one that was replacing him, and they were expected to do that Saliba job, even though they had no time on the training pitch to be learning it or building that chemistry with whoever the other person was. So that was an issue, and that could be another, potential issue on Wednesday. But on the same hand, Arteta made a good point after the game yesterday where he said the players will learn from that yesterday.
Yeah, exactly. So it might be actually a good thing now that Saliba's out because they need to, because these are the two players who are the backups.
Yeah, exactly.
So they're gonna have to play together.
Yeah,
just not just in the Carabao Cup or whatever. In the heat of the Premier League, they need to perform as well. So
yeah, exactly.
Probably the same centre back pairing then.
Yeah, I think he sticks with.
Expect.
I think he sticks with the same back four if Saliba's obviously not available, because there was an argument that Lewis Skelly could play, freshen up a little bit, but the aerial threat that I'm talking about of Coyote, we need Calafiori in there. And on the right side, there's a chance Ben White comes in. He's not a problem aerially either. So he could start right back, give Timber a much needed rest. But we'll see.
I think that's a valid point. I think that's how he's going to form his team actually, with Ben White on the right hand side there, and obviously not Lewis Skinner on left back because we need somebody who doesn't get booked after 8 minutes. Okay,
we want someone who gets booked after 17 instead. Calafiori. But no, I've gone. This could be my outlandish stupidity coming out here, but I've gone 4-0 Arsenal. I just think there's just a team that is going to get pumped at some point in the near future, and it can be Brentford.
3-1 for me. Also, Victor Gyökeres on the score sheet.
I bloody
Just a
hope
little
so.
bonus there.
Get back
But
confidence.
3-1. The goal that I predicted that they might concede is because of the centre back pairing, and it's because they might, mix it up a little bit with a few changes there in the defense. So yeah.
Interesting. 3-1 for
Yeah.
you. Beautiful.
Yeah. Moving on then to the next one. Also 8:30 on the Wednesday. Going down to the South Coast again. And that gives us Brighton Aston Villa, mate.
Similar weather to Bournemouth?
Well, not really. It looks like it's going to be 9 to 10 degrees Celsius, windy.
Similar.
And rainy all day. It's not going to be as heavy rain during the evening, during the match itself. But yes, it'll be a wet one. Oh yeah.
Okay. Fantastic.
I don't remember who said this, but it's goals are plenty in heavy rain. Is there something you recognise?
That does not ring any bells in my head, mate, but that could just be my head being a problem, to be honest.
No, it's just I made it up. I just it felt good. Goals are plenty in heavy rain. I don't know. It could be a famous quote. It's not. It's out there now.
By Gandhi or something.
Yeah, I can imagine if it was. Then it would be super duper smart. Anyway, either way, it's actually Brighton 5th place, Brighton playing 4th place Aston Villa. So this is
huge.
This is some game, mate. Yeah.
Again.
No new injuries to mention as well. From the weekend. I don't know. That might change going into the Wednesday because they haven't really come together yet, I think, from the weekend. But yeah, it's nothing new on that front to be mentioned just yet. And I think these are two teams that, both looking to win. So it'd be, I think it would be quite entertaining, this.
This, again, I don't know if it's just because it's Brighton or Villa. Not that they've been forgotten about or anything, but it just feels like these two teams are under the radar. It's 4 against 5.
Yeah, we mentioned that last podcast regarding Brighton.
Yes, yeah. But again, like last weekend when we spoke about Sunderland Bournemouth, I was like, what a game! Like looking forward to that one. This one's still. This is 4 against 5, and I'm still like, okay.
Exactly, but then after this game, they could be fucking 7 or 8. Or 8 or 9, probably.
But one of them could be 3 or 2.
Yeah, as well.
If the other one's 7 or 9, it could be they could be 2 or 3. Do you know what I mean? Like second or third. So it's either way. I think they cancel each other out, to be honest, and I think this is going to be a draw. Desmond 2-2 for me.
Nice. Fucking hell. Yeah, me too. I got 2-2.
Have you actually?
Yeah.
Oh mate, we're doing this too. Yeah, this is getting too similar now. Fantastic.
We've got.
I'm happy with that though. I'm really happy with that. I just think they can't be separated, to be honest.
Yeah, and you have on the Wednesday as well. You've got Wolverhampton, Nottingham. You've got Burnley, Crystal Palace, and obviously then, as we've mentioned now, Arsenal, Brentford. And if Arsenal wouldn't have been playing now, then I would definitely just jump right on Brighton Aston Villa as a neutral, because that
of that selection
quite entertaining. Yeah, exactly. So both teams, as said, they are looking to win, I believe. So also in heavy rain, mate, it can go fucking anywhere.
Oh yeah,
red cars fucking flying. No, I don't know.
Why not, mate? Why not? But yeah, it should be a good game, and I just can't see a winner who to separate them, to be honest. But again, they've surprised me so far, being 4th and 5th in the table. But yeah, see what happens.
Right, moving on then. Yeah, lovely. Burnley Crystal Palace.
Yeah, this one is
Wednesday 8:30 as well. Crystal Palace coming out from the Manchester United game, quite disappointing actually. I went all in on Crystal Palace for that one.
Mm-hmm.
Burnley, again, they tend to score, and they've scored in not every single game, but they've not. They've scored in the last. I believe it's just against Arsenal and Chelsea they haven't scored. But that being said, they concede a lot though. Still, they've started to come back into that sort of bad pattern that they had before. When they were up last time in the Premier League, and they really need to end this winless run.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's 4 straight losses now for Burnley.
Yep. Excuse me.
Oh, obviously, and then Crystal Palace now also lost. Two straight games. Frustratingly, 2-1 in both of them.
Mm-hmm.
And they are coming thick and fast now for Crystal Palace. They play on Thursday and then Sunday and now Wednesday. So that's 3 games within not even a week.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So they,
Yeah.
going up there to Burnley, 5 degrees Celsius, foggy. It looks like a little windy.
Oh,
not too much. So it's proper Burnley.
Introduction of another element, mate. Foggy.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I don't know.
But Sarr got injured, obviously, against United. Did you see that, by the way, that injury? What was that? Muscular or knock?
No. Who?
Ismaila Sarr, mate, one of the best players
Oh,
this season.
yeah.
Who?
No, I missed that, actually. When was that?
He got injured against Man United.
Yeah, sure. But when in the game was that? Because I didn't see the whole of.
I will tell you now. It was in the first half. No, it was in the first half.
Was it?
After 38 minutes, he got replaced by Nketiah.
Oh, that's actually when I started recording. Seriously, in the 38th minute. Yeah. It's seriously. Because no, that's when I start recording. That's when I start to type in why. Was one wants to say this, but basically, yeah. So
you actually missed. Okay, that's fine.
I missed that. Yeah, that's fantastic timing. Okay, go on.
But yeah,
so
he's well, no, he's not out. He's questionable. I guess he's questionable because they haven't got an update on his injury yet because there's been no press conferences for these games. So that's another thing. We need to caveat this podcast by saying we're recording this before any press conferences have happened, so we don't know the ins and outs of who's in and who's not playing and all the rest of it. But
we're going with our gut feelings, yeah.
Exactly right. So let's just say he's out. That's a big loss for them. Okay.
Yeah.
Burnley at home. They lost the last 2 at home to Arsenal and Chelsea, but those can be excused in the grand scheme of things. I feel like I'm torn here between it's going to be one of those games where Burnley pick up another win, pick up a win, or Crystal Palace do what they did basically against Wolves, and it's a tight game and they come away with a 1-2-0 win and just get the job done. But I feel like Sarr missing is going to be huge for them.
Can I go first with the result this time?
Please do, because I'm torn.
1-0 Burnley.
Okay, thank you.
So then you can copy me if you want. Yeah.
No. I will go 1-0 Palace then.
Oh.
Because I was leaning towards a Burnley, but I want to keep it spicy, man. I genuinely have no idea if it's going to be a Burnley win, like I said, or a Palace professional performance, where they just come in and get their 3 points, however, hook or by crook. I don't think it's going to be a blowout. I don't think it's going to be a runaway game, and I don't think it's going to end in a draw. I just think one of the teams will win in a close game.
Yeah, the Premier League can't surprise you.
Bloody can, mate, and it bloody will. Yeah. So
it's like a 3-3 game or something. But anyway, as I said, Burnley tend to score goals, but they also concede. So a 1-0 win, just a 1-0 win, going against that a little bit. But anyway, that's my gut feeling. That's what I'm going with. So moving on then to Wolverhampton, Nottingham, mate.
Wolverhampton, Nottingham.
Yeah,
Nottingham.
it's going to be clear during the day here, and then a little bit more foggy going into the evening. So 6 degrees Celsius. Really good weather for a football game there at Molineux. And for me, we're looking at Wolverhampton's first win of the season.
There
Boom!
we are, son. There we are. Exactly right. This is the first official game in our book for Rob Edwards.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. What do you
Um,
reckon then for the result? Were you?
I
What
think
does your gut tell you?
this is the first game or the first win of the season for Wolves, and which is mental to say in game week 14. But they will win the game, and I think they will do it in a way. I want to. In my head, I've got 2-0, but I don't know if I can trust them to keep a clean sheet.
I'll say 2-1 because that's my prediction. It's there. It's there. I'm imagining like they might be trading, and
I see it. Yeah,
like
I
then
see this
one win,
vision.
1-1, or and then just
Mm,
2-1 in the like 91st minute, 87th minute, whatever, and the scenes, fucking fireworks in Wolverhampton.
Jubilation. Yeah, I see it.
Yeah,
Fuck, I see
game
it.
finished 2-1.
I'm gonna go 3-1 then.
The fans just fucking storming the pitch there.
Yeah, I'll go 3-1, and in the exact same scenario as you just called, except it's 2-1 very late, and then they get a final dagger in the 90th minute to kill the game, and it's fucking jubilation. 3-1,
Yeah.
3 points.
Wow.
Fucking madness at Molineux.
This is just raising the finger there for this is one of those matches that we need to look on betting wise.
Absolutely. This is certainly one of those, and I was very, very disappointed in, as we said, in Forest the other day, in their performance against Brighton, especially in that first half. Second half they were much better, but in the first half I thought they were very poor. Now whether they can turn that around very quickly, who knows? They've had a great run before that, so possibly. But I just think, like I say, Rob Edwards' first official game for us. This is where he knows his team now. At home, under the lights, they're going to throw everything at Forest. And it'll be a very tough game for Forest. So I just see them winning it.
Interesting. Yeah, very, very, very interesting, yeah. Then also on the Wednesday, we've got Leeds, Chelsea kicking off at 9:15. 9:15 if you're in Sweden. Yeah, and I mean, I tried to mention the legs being heavy, I think, for Bournemouth from the Sunderland game. And here we've got two teams who played really tough games. Chelsea hosting Arsenal, and then Leeds going away at Manchester City. So I'm questioning their legs from these two heavy battles, and also with Caicedo out for Chelsea. Leeds can obviously take loads of positives from the Manchester City game there as well. There could actually be several people out for Chelsea because, they were just laying on the fucking floor against Arsenal. So it must be loads of injuries in Chelsea. Loads and loads. And one blind fella as well.
Well,
so,
funny you say that.
Here we
Because
see.
Caicedo's obviously banned for three matches, but God knows he could be injured for the next 6 months the way he was rolling around after that tackle of Marino.
Blindberg is central defence now as well, so how the fuck are they going to cope?
Well, in Maresca's press conference after the game, he actually said Reece James is probably not going to play or start at least, or have heavy minutes against Leeds. So that's another player that they've been missing. Caicedo as well. A fair few that, heavy legs, like you said, playing with 10 men for 60, 65 minutes, 60 minutes, whatever it was, be tough for them.
Not to mention the mental pressure as well, not just the physical one. I mean, I got a fucking headache from all the tension before the game, and we won that in the in the podcast that we recorded yesterday, so don't have to go there again. But yeah, Leeds Chelsea.
I don't know. My head says to me Chelsea win this game, but my heart is saying that Leeds are going to get something out of this.
Yeah. Yeah. What's your result then? What's your prediction in that 6 degrees Celsius foggy clear day as well? Clear day during daytime basically, and then foggy in the evening. So same weather as it is in Wolverhampton. And so
I've got it. 2-1 Leeds.
oh Lord, that would be absolutely lovely. I got 0-0.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Just a pure game of 0-0. I think Chelsea was so emotional yesterday, and like you say, regardless of the physical side of it, it's a very physical game, and the physicality, and they'll be knackered, obviously. But the mental fatigue as well after being so emotionally invested in that game, and not winning the game. Yes, they're going to be happy because they were 10 men and they got a point. They didn't get beat. Fantastic. But there's so much emotion poured into that game. Can they pick themselves up to go to Leeds and get the 3 points now? Or is this a game where they kind of think that they can just show up and they're going to beat Leeds? They're this big, amazing team now, etc. And they get complacent because they're a very young team and they don't have that mentality at the moment or the maturity.
Yeah, exactly. And this is where their demise starts. I've told you they are not serious champion, Premier League contenders, I think. And now with Caicedo out, 3 games we're looking at how they perform for Chelsea, starting at bloody Leeds.
I don't mind it. We'll see what happens, but Cole Palmer should be back for that. Probably starting, so it'll be a big.
That'd be nice for him, yeah.
Big player for them to return, but yeah, just something about under the lights at Ellen Road. It'll be rocking. It's a lovely ground for the fans and Leeds to be playing at. 2-1 Leeds. Fuck it, why not?
But kicking off at the same time as Liverpool Sunderland, which we are moving on to now.
Beautiful.
On that Anfield, turf pitch, 7 degrees Celsius, foggy. Well,
a lot of fog about, mate.
What's England?
Fucking lot of fog showed up after Burnley, mate.
Yeah, not after Burnley. It was also in Burnley.
In Burnley, sorry. Wolverhampton, Leeds. There's a bit of a cluster there in that.
Liverpool, yeah. Foggy old England. Oh, foggy old England,
Foggy old England.
No, anyway. No, I mean, are Sunderland now starting to dip in form? Obviously, they are.
Sunderland starting to dip in form, did you say?
Yes.
Why?
I did say that, but then, no, because they just got the 2-2 result against Arsenal, and then they lost against Fulham. Now they came out just against Bournemouth, really hard fought victory there. So I don't know. I think, and now going to Liverpool away, who themselves got a win, much needed one. They can just kick on from there, I think, and so it's not optimal for Sunderland going away to Liverpool, I think. So they've not performed as well as they have, during the start of the season. Now Sunderland. So yeah, maybe Sunderland will start to dip in form a little bit here. So
quite possibly. What do you think is going to happen?
Well, I think Liverpool will get a narrow win. Just a win, but a narrow one. As I said, they got their win, and with Isak on the score sheet, I think that was relieving for the whole squad, actually. And now playing at home, that is vital. That is that is, decisive for them.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's if this would have been the other way around, Sunderland playing home,
Mm-hmm.
then we would have a very different conversation, I think. But yeah, a Liverpool win for me, a 2-1 for me.
Woof.
And what happened when they removed Salah from the starting 11? Yeah, they went on to win. And we were telling people about this, just they need to remove Salah because he's just a ghost there, out on his flank. So yeah, that's what happens when you remove Salah. Told you. Anyway, 2-1 for me. And with that sign from you, was that what you were thinking as well?
No, I wrote down mine. Let me see if we can see this here. You see that?
2-0.
2-0. That's where I thought you were edging towards when you were like narrow win, and I was like, oh, and then when you said 2-1, I was like, yes, okay. 2-0. Yeah, I listen. Sunderland could absolutely score. Sunderland could absolutely pick up, 3 points here. If you only have to look at the way that they won at Stamford Bridge. They're very hard to beat and break down. Something Liverpool have struggled with, against, let's say, Burnley, for example. Even though they won that game, they still struggled to break them down. They don't like playing against these types of teams. They don't like the big physical teams that will put the ball into the box, and they've got big Dan Ballard at the back who put his head on fucking anything. Granit Xhaka pulling everyone together, leading from the middle of the park. So it's not out the realms of impossibility for them to, get a draw or pick up 3 points. But I'm going Liverpool 2-0 for this one. Like you say, Isak, big confidence booster for him on a personal level. And Liverpool themselves as a team just getting the win by hook or by crook against West Ham. And Slot will keep his job with a 2-0 win here. You heard it here first.
Okay. Well, interesting to say the least. I mean, if Sunderland, if they can just go on and get the win out, I would just be all over Liverpool Twitter, mate.
Or you'll be causing
scrolling. Oh, okay. Well, moving on before we get cancelled. I can imagine.
Get cancelled?
No.
No chance, mate.
No chance. Anyway, moving on then to the Thursday game, which is just the one, actually, kicking off at 9 p.m.
Local time.
Manchester local time is 8 p.m.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Weather.
Foggy
Thank you.
Foggy up in Manchester, 4 degrees Celsius.
Ooh.
So it's actually going down a little bit now on Thursday there. So 4 degrees, foggy, absolutely no wind, it says.
It says those words, word for word. Absolutely no wind.
Big old 0.
Fantastic, mate. And who does that benefit?
Manchester. Oh, I don't know. Well, I don't. It not dependent on the weather. I think Manchester United will get the win. But West Ham started to turn things around, but now I think they're coming back to where they came from before. Do you know what I mean?
The bouncers, they've got a new manager. They've crashed into the floor.
They drew, and then they got 2 wins, back-to-back wins, and now
they're riding that downward curvature.
Yeah, I think so. And so I've actually gone with a 3-0 win for Manchester United. And that's brought down to...
That hurt you to say that, didn't it?
It does, yeah.
Probably hurt you to type it as well, or write it however you've put it. Is it on your whiteboard?
No.
Okay. Because I had visions of you writing 3-0, then rubbing it out. Hang on. No, I can't do that. I can't. Oh, fuck it. Go on.
Yeah, it's wouldn't be impossible. But anyway, I think a 3-0 result is more down to West Ham's sort of lack of confidence, because now, we lost again.
First defeat in 3, though. on 4 technically.
Yeah.
So it's not.
Yeah, I know, but yeah, it's just something tells me that it's going to be a tough one for West Ham going up to Manchester. And as I said, it's more down to West Ham's lack of confidence going into this game, more than it would be about Manchester United's qualities to actually beat them. But at the same time, this is one of those games where Manchester United should win. But that was the case as well at home to Everton, and they lost that one playing against 10 men for basically the entire game. So maybe Manchester United are this season maybe playing better against the sides. Do you know what I mean? And maybe underestimating a little bit the sort of lower ranked sides.
Quite possibly. I don't see this being as straightforward as you.
I fucking hope not.
I looking at Man United's odds 1.4 to win the game.
That is very, very low.
That for me is too low.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
To the point where you're getting 7 on West Ham to win and 5 on a draw. Which
a double chance there, mate. Is
that's what. That's yeah.
Perfect,
I think the way I'm thinking is absolutely Man United can win this game. Yeah, no question. But from an odds perspective of 5 and 7 on a West Ham coming away with something here, even after, like you just said, Everton 10 men, 85 minutes or whatever the bloody hell it was, they lost at home. They dropped points, Forest and Tottenham. Tottenham away where everyone's picking up 3 points basically at the moment there.
Yeah.
Then they're not consistent enough. Obviously, he came off a great win against Palace away. But
did you see that free kick? That was just a quick thinking and quick action from who was the scorer now? I forgot. Mount, was it? What's called the free kick? Mason Mount?
Yeah, Mason Mount scored, yeah.
I think yeah, and so that was just obviously it wasn't random, but if Crystal Palace would have just been focused earlier, then that would never happen. So basically, I won there.
Do you know what, mate? Do you know what, mate?
So I like the odds of West Ham.
You talked me into a 1-1.
Lovely. Oh yeah, I like that now. Oh.
Thursday night, 1-1. Man United not used to playing 2 games in a week. Not West Ham, to be fair, but see what happens. We'll go 1-1.
Perfect. 3-0 then for me. I regret that now, but yeah, that's what happens. That's what happens,
Mate, I don't hate it. I just looking at their odds, I think they're way too low.
Sure.
Way too low for that. And they should win. Listen, they should win, but there's value in West Ham at somewhere along the line. Yeah.
Lovely job, mate.
Beautiful.
So I think the review then will have to be recorded on Friday, maybe Friday morning or Friday, I don't know, your schedule obviously. But it will be up. When will be? I think we will have to publish Friday afternoon, Friday evening. I don't know, because then we've got the preview to record as well.
Yep.
Friday.
Yep.
So it's going to be it's going to be a long one.
Yep. Oh yeah. That'll have to be a beer. That'll have to be a beer review.
It's going to be a double podcast, and both having a beer as well. And I think, as I said, as you mentioned in the last podcast, maybe we should go on and actually have the beer introductions as a short as well on YouTube, because that is I don't know, it's just a fun thing to do.
Exactly, mate. Keeping it light, keeping it light. No light beers though. Anyway, that is us for another. I was going to say a week. It won't be for another week. That's for another 48 hours. something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
But listen, great to have some Premier League action midweek. Some
Yeah, I love
cracking
it.
games as well. I'm very interested to see how the Gooners respond at home to
Yeah,
Brentford.
definitely. Hey,
At home to Brentford, 4-0. You heard it here first.
lovely. Let's end on that note, shall we?
Sounds good, mate.
You have a good one.
Peace. You too, mate.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, bye-bye.
Lyle's got the stats stacked high. Robin's got a hot take flying by.
They're chatting goals and red card cries, talking Premier League all night.
15 minutes, they keep it tight, but the banter's hotter than a Friday night. Full-time 15, grab a brewski cold, talking football stories, legends and gold. From the pitch to the mic, they're keeping it clean.
Praying to the podcast,
God, they don't get seen. Robin says,
Lyle, you're dreaming.
mate, that striker's toast.
Now worth the wait.
Lyle fires back. You're out of your mind.
His boots are magic.
Give it some time.
Two voices clash, but it's all in fun.
Football debates till the match is won. Full-time 15, grab a brewski cold. Talking football stories, legends and gold.
From the pitch to the mic, they're keeping it clean. Praying to the podcast gods.
They don't get seen.